Hello and welcome back to God Lives Within. Tuesday, July 9th, I finally figured out 2024. Quick word, I hope this time probably will turn into a long conversation. But I wanted to go through the best example and form of idolatry on the planet. And when I say that word, it's just to teach and educate you of how the enemy distracts you. It's not to scare you. So, the idolatry, the placing another individual in between you and Source, God, whatever you want to call it, Creator. Putting another individual, allowing this individual to affect your frequency, to influence your thoughts, your ego mind, to disrupt your connection that is your intuition, and ultimately to lie to you in order to serve the beast, Satan himself. So, the best example of this idolatry would be the glamorous, the vain, the narcissistic community that is Hollywood. You should trace back the origin of the word Hollywood. Through the holly tree that is overseas, that is across the pond, and the mysticism that lies therein. But for today's video, we talk on idolatry, therefore we talk about Hollywood celebrities. Placed in front of you to entertain you, to distract you, to influence you. You see it in examples such as Robert De Niro. Outside of a witch hunt trial of our former president, the 45th president, campaigning for a group of satanic monsters, a political party with many ideologies, truly, but it's easiest to say satanic, because that is the best description. But for this video, a political ideology that is communism. Dictatorship, tyrannical rule through deception, through lies, through black magic. So you see this Hollywood celebrity campaigning for a political party that is a part of a beast system that is owned and operated by Satan and his minions. You see it in figures such as The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, as their centerpiece to try and sway human minds. You see it in his appearance, you see it in the dialogue in his films that is written to influence your mind. You see it in the words that come out of his mouth in interviews. You see it in figures like Oprah Winfrey. trying to influence you through the use of her relationship with other celebrities, forgetting her roots and the poor background she came from, to buy up tons of land and homes and leave the poor, struggling souls behind to die. Posting up and masquerading her philanthropy in Africa. Don't get me wrong, some of the things she did were good, but a lot of the things she has done in the dark, in secret, are bad. We know about her relationships with many, some convicted, few convicted that are most prevalent. John the Baptist, oh what a name for him, and Harvey Weinstein, one of Hollywood's main men for many years at Miramax, programming countless minds with lies, with matrix, subconscious programming, and on it goes. Look, not all of Hollywood is bad. This is not what I'm here to say. I'm here to tell you that you don't need Hollywood, for they're stopping your ascension, your divinity, your divine purpose and mission for this lifetime. They're distracting you. They are influencing you. They are lying to you. You see it with the latest celebrity like Travis Kelce, who lost all respect when he aligned himself with Big Pharma, making himself look like a fool with money, serving Satan. Unknowingly or knowingly, serving Satan. I don't care which. This madness has got to stop. Being bought and paid for to do the devil's work is from the previous age, the age of Pisces. This is another time, another era, another age we're entering. We don't have time for this nonsense anymore. And so, as I said, this video will be short, for it is a very simple point. And it's the same point I have been making and I will be making until I feel I can stop. Please turn off your televisions. 98% of what you see is a lie. You're allowing others through the distraction, through the programming, through the sorry, being interrupted. Where was I? Turn off your televisions. Through the news, through Hollywood. And when I say news, I mean from top to bottom, lockstep, Mockingbird Media, bought and paid for by Satan. This is why you turn off your television. Obviously, we turn it on. We enjoy some movies at certain times. We live our life. But we don't allow these things to distract us from God and our divine purpose, our divine will, our divine truth, our divine mission. This is what Hollywood is in place to distract you, to misdirect you, to lie to you about, to steal from you. This is why Hollywood was created. To create the vain, egoic, narcissistic society you see around you. It worked perfectly. It is currently falling apart. If the head of a studio is locked up, on a life sentence, then you know the tide is turning. Now, what lies ahead is for you to choose you instead of Hollywood. Maybe you become a celebrity yourself, an actor in your divinity, because God can do anything. Maybe you eventually open up your own studio and produce the most awe-inspiring movies you can, in whatever way that is. The truth lies within. The power lies within you, not through somebody else, not through a celebrity. They got everything they want in this life. They don't have to obey God's rules. They signed up for Satan's system. Therefore, they're going to serve Satan's system. They don't want to be poor. They want to have it all. And so you have to watch out for these celebrities. They are obvious. Madonna, you are obvious who you serve. Oprah, not so obvious who she serves. Who's some more? I don't even think about these people, so I don't even know anymore. Tom Hanks, not who you think he is. Who's some more? Matthew McConaughey, a man of God. Denzel Washington, a man of God. It is obvious. You want to listen to people like this. Jim Carrey, a man of God, walked away from Hollywood to pursue his divine purpose. Terrence Howard walked away from Hollywood to pursue his divine purpose. And so for the ones you see left, the Robert De Niro's, they will embody Satan's frequency. They will scream, they will yell, they will say names about the other side of whatever duality that they are arguing for and against. This is how you will know. God's people will only tell you God's truth. This is almost always what comes out of their mouth. I'm not really into thinking about and calling out celebrities. That wasn't the point of this video. They did and they are doing whatever they're going to do. And we leave God to handle that. We know what some of them have done, and it's nasty. I'm just teaching you that the true divinity lies within you, not in Hollywood. Stop worshiping. Stop watching their Grammys, their Emmys. I love music, but I'm not supporting Satan's system. Stop watching all of it. And ultimately, it's bled over into basketball, into football, just as I just gave you an example of Travis Kelce. Satan's reach is everywhere. Certain people don't even realize the spiritual war that they are in and are fighting for Satan unknowingly. So you getting mad that their position doesn't really help anything. Best thing to do is to turn them off and let them evolve at their own rate, because they surely in the coming months are going to see the error in their ways, that Satan has been in charge of the things they are supporting, of mutilating and sodomizing and trafficking and raping children and babies is the system they are supporting. This is Hollywood's dirty little secret they don't want you to know about. They want you to stay where you are in censorship under the current shadow government that is Satan's system. You see, their one last thing Satan's Illuminati had to accomplish was overtake the United States of America. How did they go about doing this? From within, they infiltrated every aspect, every word, every breath of human society. They are now in place in every level of human society, trying to enforce their satanic New World Order, their Agenda 2030. It all is pushing you towards their great reset, their Agenda 2030. The celebrities, the doctors, the school teachers, unknowingly, the judges, the politicians, your president. They've all been infiltrated with one mission from one spirit in charge: to take down the last God-loving country that God has a covenant with. So this was the ultimate prize. This was the destruction of the U.S. meant the induction of the New World Order. Once they had taken away your guns, that's a wrap. And that's why you constantly hear about the Second Amendment, because they want to take your guns. They don't have the manpower to take your guns, because once human beings wake up to what's going on, human beings will fight back. That time has come, people. The time to sit back quietly is over if you want to be a free, sovereign human being. And so, that starts with you reclaiming your intention, your attention, your energy for yourself, to rebuild yourself, to heal yourself, to reprogram yourself out of the lies that you have been told. This is important in order to see God's truth, in order to hear your intuition, in order to know which way is towards God. And so this is the work of my past decade. A, learning the meaning of life. B, learning all of God's truths. And C, then doing the work to myself, to heal myself, to liberate myself, and to break out of the chains that have been placed on me since birth. As a marked chosen child, I've had to endure black magic unknowingly for 40 some years. This black magic is not only sent to me, but everyone around me, therefore affecting me everywhere I turn. While you could look at this as some overwhelming struggle, obstacle, hurdle, you have to alchemize it. Even when I found out what was going on, I had to learn how to not let it affect me. So I'd been practicing this my whole life because of this, what they were doing to me on the inside. I didn't know why things were happening the way they were. I only knew how to alchemize it and overcome it. Rise above it. See the bright side of things. See the glass half full. Therefore, building my energy inside of myself, not from my surroundings. See, I've been practicing this ancient art, this hidden mystery school teaching this whole time due to these demons. Therefore, I need to thank these demons who now realize who I am as a marked chosen seed. They now know that. They have backed off. Point being, if I did all that, and especially not even knowing most of the time that they were there, you can do this without them on your back. And it starts with the small things. Turning off the TV, not listening to Fox News, not listening to the lies of CNN, because it's all geared to drive down your frequency, to put you in fear. When you're in fear, they have control of you. You will respond and react every time because you value your security. It's an instinct. It's not something you will even have to choose. You're going to react to what they want. So that's why I say turn off your television, turn off your news, turn off these celebrities who may be entertaining you, may be interesting. But if at this point, at the end of a spiritual war, if they're not telling you the spiritual truth, that you are a divine being, and how to get you to get there to be a divine being, then you don't need them anymore. For that's where this world is headed. Away from Hollywood. To a more spiritual time and place. Where beings love one another, even when they don't know each other. Where beings aren't separated from God, but rather enjoy God every day. Thank God, pray to God, extend hands of service to illuminate the path for others. Your simple presence will be enough once you're connected to this divine truth. Others will see the divine traits inside of you coming out and will know that this is the right way. And so, ran way too long on this video, as I've told you would happen. What do we start with? Oh, celebrities. Boring video. Anyway, that is it for this video. You get the point. You get the purpose. It's all Hollywood, the news, all these things are activating your ego. They're triggering your ego so that you can see what it is inside of you that you need to fix. And so ultimately, when you get on the healing path, you no longer need people to tell you what to do. Intercessors for your faith. Distractions from your purpose. You just don't need these lies in your life. You didn't need them the whole time, but we chose them, and it's time to choose to put them down. I thank you for listening. Until next time, I love you. God loves you more. Take care.